Welcome back, everyone. This is Super Kelly Brothers Podcast, episode 132 for July 26th. We're almost 24 hours late. My name's Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly.
And it's because of me that we're late. So, yeah. Sorry about that, folks.
Apart from the 7 minutes, that's because of me.
That's because of you. But, yeah, the 24 hours is because of me.
Yeah.
I was living fast and furious yesterday. That's what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I was invited out to a car cruise where a whole bunch of people go for a cruise on very, very windy roads that I did not know existed in Ontario. And we drove quite a long way. So much so it was a way up to Georgian Bay, a place called Georgian Bay. And it was a very pleasant day. A lot of fun things. A lot of fun roads that we were on. Obviously, you have to drive the speed limit. There was a pace car at the front and making sure everybody was doing the right thing.
But so you're participating.
So I wasn't driving. I was merely ballast. My friend was driving, but him and his mate, his mate brought a walkie-talkie, so we were both like talking to each other. So him and his girlfriend were there, and I was with my mate in the other car. So because it was all like Japanese racing, like there was the MR2s, there was Subarus, there was all these kind of like Japanese type cars there. It was very well, not quite muscle cars, but there was a GTO there as well. It had a very fast and furious feel to it. So when we got to the end, it was a brewery was at the end of it, so we could have a meal, and we were starving by that point because we didn't stop for lunch. So we get to the end, and there's a barbecue, and it's Hispanic dance music playing. I swear to God, it was like the end of a Fast and Furious movie, because we'd driven all day, and we get to the end. There's like picnic tables set up, and we had a barbecue. And we were listening to Despacito in the background, Pitbull and stuff.
Must have done it that way then.
They must have done it that way. But it was great, and it was all the fairy lights and all that kind of stuff, and it was really nice. But yeah, it was great. But it meant that I couldn't get back in time for the podcast. So I'm sorry that we're a little bit late, but we're doing it live. We're doing the whole Bill O'Reilly thing. We're doing it live. We're live, don't swear. Normally, though, our friend James is here. Unfortunately, he's been doing a ton of driving as well, so he couldn't make it tonight. So, hello, James, wherever you are. Probably conked out on the sofa, I would have thought.
Sitting in an ice bath.
Sitting in an ice bath, yeah. To be honest, though, it was a lot of driving and a lot of like sitting in it was my mate's got like a sporty kind of car. It was actually quite comfortable. Like I didn't feel sore this morning. Kind of bucket seats. Yeah, he's got buckets, but they're not like proper Recaro bucket seats. But they're
not comfortable.
They're okay. They were okay. You don't like bucket seats?
Nah.
I like them.
Not at my age.
Not at your age. I tell you, it was not a dignified exit to the car. That's for sure. There's no way you can get out of that. Oh my God! I look like a foal being newborn. Anyway,
oh dear.
Kind of crawling out my hands and my knees. It was not dignified at all.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'm not getting out my normal car. So, squeezing out.
You need to... Why don't they make these things bigger? Get a people carrier. That's what everyone else does.
It's because I parked too close to the side of my house. That's what it is.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, you don't want to do that. You want to give yourself plenty of room, or get one of those cars that go like that, up and down. The doors that go up and down.
Duck and roll out.
Yeah. Do you know what you need? A DeLorean.
Yeah. Well, you couldn't get the door up though.
No, it goes up like that. No, it's fine. It goes up in the same space that it's fine.
Is it?
The doors go straight up like that. They don't go out. Or And here's a crazy thought: don't have a car. Okay, I'll do the jokes.
Get
Get a motorbike, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Do the old Ewan McGregor and what's his face, Charlie Borman. So, how have you been?
Fine.
Good. That's good.
I get
Fantastic.
sunburned on my knees.
Very descriptive. Sorry, you get sunburned on your what?
On my knees. My knees.
How did you get sunburned on your knees?
Were
you?
I was pointing my knees to the sun.
That'll do it.
Yep.
So were you? Did you have like pool noodles and you were out in the ocean?
All right. No, it was just out the back. We've got our garden all done nice, so I was just out the back, and just the way the sun was, the way I was sitting. Knees? Yeah, hitting my knees. I don't know the physics behind it, but anyway.
Wait a minute. So hang on. No, I think I know what happened. So you fell asleep, and you had the paper in your lap.
No.
And it wasn't covering your knees.
I think I've got protruding knees. I think that's the problem.
That's quite common.
Knobbly knees.
Knobbly knees. Knobbly red knees. So
yeah,
did you rub Calpol on it?
Calpol?
Aye, Calpol. That fixes everything.
You mean calamine lotion?
No, Calpol. You can drink it as well. Don't drink calamine lotion. But you can drink Calpol. Just rub it in your knees. Did you use calamine lotion?
Nope. Just walked off.
A manly man. Just walked off. Your knobbly
very
knees.
Painfully.
Red knees. Good.
I can't wear long trousers now. That's the problem.
Really? I'm not a fan of long trousers in the summer. Well, I mean, they're okay, but you get a bit sweaty.
You do. You're right. This is going a bit.
Shall we crack on the news?
Everyone's like, yes.
Don't talk over the ident, dear.
What's that?
It's okay. Okay. Daredevil apparently is going to get a soft reboot.
With Ben Affleck?
No, not Ben Affleck. No. God, no, not Ben Affleck. No, what's his face? Charlie thingy. Charlie, what's his name? Charlie Cox.
Brooker.
Charlie Brooker's going to do it. Devil Wipe. Yeah. So it's coming. Apparently, it's coming to Disney Plus. Although I have to say, this website here, we've got it covered. I don't think they have. I think there's a lot of like rumor and innuendo in this website.
Yeah. Are they not 95% wrong and everything?
Yes.
Was that 98%?
Yeah. I mean, it could be 90. So this could be the 2% that right, but I don't know, man. Anyway, James is here. Hi, James.
Hello there.
On
the flip side,
yeah, I don't know about this. I don't even know if they're going to reboot it. To be honest, like
seems
why
a
would
bit weird
they?
Because there's a TV series on Netflix, isn't there? That's
that's
good.
Gone now.
Well, it's on mine. It's on my Netflix.
No, it's.
Oh, you mean they've cancelled
it? They've cancelled it and they're not making it anymore because Marvel Television is now part of Marvel Studios, and so it now comes under the purview. Purview of Kevin Feige.
Right. Okay.
So it's up to him now whether they go ahead with Daredevil. So it could be the fact they do a soft reboot and get rid of Charlie Cox and bring in somebody else.
I don't know. I don't buy it. I don't think they'd make the movie. It's fine on TV. I don't buy it.
Well, they're not going to remake the movie. They're going to do a season 4, but they're going to do like a soft reboot of season 4.
Oh, I see. Right. I don't know. Why would you? Doesn't make sense, does it?
Well, James thinks it could be still part of the universe. I mean, it kind of is part of the universe, the MCU, because they kind of mentioned like there was an accident in the tower and things happened and there's people flying around with hammers and stuff. And I like Charlie as well. I thought Charlie Cox was really good as Daredevil. I thought he worked really well.
So was he the actor in the TV series?
Yeah, he's the actor on the TV show. Yeah.
All right, okay.
Did you not watch Daredevil?
No,
did you watch any of them?
It's on my list.
Did you watch any of the Marvel ones at all?
No. They're on my list. Agent Carter, all those things.
Luke Cage was good.
Inhumans, but that wasn't on Netflix.
That was 20th Century Fox, wasn't it?
And I get that one season and done.
Yeah.
It's funny they're all in Netflix. They're all hanging out in Netflix still. Luke Cage.
And they paid for it though.
Yeah,
and Luke Cage. James agreed. It was an amazing show. That was a good show. I didn't like. What was it called? Iron Fist. I got like 3 episodes in. And I'm like, nah, done. Can't do this. But the rest of them, they were great. Yeah, and the famous hallway scene in Daredevil. I think season 1 of Daredevil, where he just starts wailing on these guys. Just keep coming.
Everyone says that's good. Daredevil.
Yeah, it's really good. I would try Daredevil, and then I like Jessica Jones as well, but that was more detective-y type thing. Although she's got like superpowers that she can bend bars and punch people and stuff. But in fact, I think they introduced Luke Cage and Jessica Jones, and then he gets his own show. So Shazam, Fury of the Gods.
Yep.
You know who the baddies are?
No.
I'll tell you. Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. So apparently they're going to bring back. I'll share my screen here. Apparently they're going to bring back Damon Hunslu. I'll butcher his name. I'm really sorry. As the first Shazam. They're going to bring him back, but they're not bringing back Mark Strong, which is a shame because he's actually a really good baddie. But yeah, they're bringing back. They're bringing Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu as Hespera and Calypso. And you want to see a picture of Helen Mirren in her costume?
Yeah, why not?
That's her there.
Nice.
There you go.
Very nice.
He's eating some kind of fast food there.
Mm-hmm. So the original guy, the kind of wizard guy, with the big white beard, he's in the Lego movie, isn't he, as well? Lego Movie 2, I think. Was it the first one? Remember there's a kind of DC character bit in the Lego Movie?
Yes. Is Shazam in it? I don't know if he is. I don't remember it, to be honest.
Oh, wait a minute. Am I getting mixed up there? That's actually a character.
I'm not sure if The Rock is in this, but
The Rock's
think
everything.
He produces this though, doesn't he? Does he not produce Shazam along with Danny Garcia, his wife?
Really?
His ex-wife, I should say.
So is this second one, because they set up all the Shazam characters team thing? I'm assuming number 2 is going to continue that.
My guess is they might introduce Black Adam in this.
Oh, well, he will be in this then.
Yeah.
Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, but it might be like at the end credits kind of thing.
That makes sense.
The only time we've seen Black Adam is there was like an animatic they did, like a year and a half ago, I think, right. 2 years ago. But we've never seen a live action version of it.
Usually when James says, is Dwayne Johnson not in this? What he means is Dwayne Johnson's in this. Yeah. So that would make sense. Yeah. And I'll introduce him. Because that film's been coming forever as well, Black Adam.
Yeah, in fact, there you go. I just did a search there. So there's Dwayne Johnson's recently shared a behind-the-scenes look at his next project, Black Adam. There you go. That dude is ripped.
Says it's the toughest he's ever worked in a movie, so he says.
Is it?
Yeah, it says it's
Minutes away from shooting a very cool, cutting-edge scene for our movie Black Adam. A skilled makeup artist, not even going to attempt that. Bjorn, I did attempt it. Rubin is applying tiny white tracking dots in very specific areas of my body. So a visual effects stream can track and commute the muscle fibers intensely activating and moving while Black Adam is raging. Wait, are they going to... Does this mean he's going to have a CGI costume? Because, Your Honor, sidebar, that didn't work for Green Lantern.
All the costumes on Endgame were CGI. You know, the white costumes.
Yeah, they
time
were.
Travel costumes.
Mm-hmm. They were just wearing the normal costumes, but they had little dots on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all the masks, see all the masks and all that kind of stuff. You see them when they go in. That's all CGI as well.
Exactly.
And then when you start looking at it, you go, yeah, it's CGI. Like if you blink and miss it, it's fine. But yeah, you can, like if you look at it, it's pretty obvious it's CGI.
Definitely works though.
Yeah.
Just gonna say goodnight here.
Yeah.
Good guy.
And what else have we got here? I got this one here. Okay. And I don't know if we talked about this last episode, I think, but we talked about the Rebel Moon, the Star Wars script that never got made by Zack Snyder. But apparently he signed a 2-year first look deal with Netflix, and that's Rebel Moon is part of that.
Oh, cool.
So more to come, I guess. Two years seems quite small.
Is that as writer director, or is that just as ideas man? What has he signed up for? Do you think?
I don't know. It says Zack Snyder will be sticking with Netflix for the foreseeable future, as the filmmaker's production company, the Stone Quarry, has signed the production company has signed a 2-year first look deal with a streaming service. So it could be pitching everything.
Yeah. They basically, it's one of those ones where they stick Zack Snyder's name on it, like they've done with executive producer Zack Snyder, to make it give a bit more gravitas.
Yeah, because executive producer doesn't mean anything.
Spielberg used to do it all the time.
Yeah,
they'd ask him, "Can you put your name to this?"
Yeah, exec producer does not mean anything. It's just a nod to the person. It gets you invited to the cocktail parties afterwards.
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah,
and you didn't do anything.
But it gives the project a bit of Zack Snyder's involved.
Yeah, it's not like a producer who's running around trying to get budgets and all that kind of stuff. An exec producer is just you get to go to the parties.
Dotting the I's, crossing the T's.
Yeah, it's true because
putting sprinkles on it.
And it could be the fact that their entire work in the project is they introduced the director to some production company.
Mm-hmm.
That could be their entire involvement with it.
I do want to see that Rebel Moon one, though.
I do as well. I want to see it just because I want to see, like, if I can identify characters.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, everything's a rip-off of everything else. I mean, we've talked about this before, but Star Wars being a rip-off of Dune and The Searchers and all these other things, Seven Samurai. So it'd be interesting to see that. I did not like that Army of the Dead, though.
It had its moments overall.
Yeah, I couldn't really get into it, to be honest. Mm-hmm. But anyway, much like Chris Nolan, I'm kind of hit and miss with Zack Snyder films.
Just
watch what I really like the rest of them.
I don't know if you've got this in your list here, but the Dune trailer, just because you mentioned Dune there.
Oh yeah, the Dune trailer.
And the full trailer hit.
I can't show it.
No, I know that, but I'm just, it was...
Because Warner Brothers.
Yeah, it was pretty wild, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely great trailer.
Yeah. In fact,
what I liked about the trailer was the fact that, because I thought the one before that, was a bit serious,
Mhm.
right? And I thought it might turn people off if it's too backslappy and serious.
Yeah.
But they've injected. You can see they've injected a bit of humour in the trailer with this one.
I mean, there was in the original movie, the David Lynch one as well. There was a wee bit of humour in it. It wasn't dry all the way through.
No, but the trailer for this one, the first trailer that hit, I thought it was a wee bit too it was like
its own
gravity
bottom.
of serious sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it's going to be, but yeah.
I think Foundation's going to be a bit like that.
Yeah, maybe. I'm looking forward to that as well.
But I'm looking forward to that because what's his face is in it? Jared's in it.
Yeah,
Harris, our pal, friend of the show. He's in it, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I put this in because I don't know if you watched this week, but a Gunpowder Milkshake was released on Netflix.
Yeah.
Karen Gillan and Lena Headley. Shame her. I don't
Game
know
of Thrones.
who did she play in Game of Thrones? Queen thingy. Lannister. They were all Lannisters. I don't know.
She was a Lannister. She was.
Yeah. That was a good guess from my part. Anyway, they're both in it. Actually, Michelle Yeoh's in it. Angela Bassett and oh god, what's her face? Or from Watchmen.
It's quite a cast, yeah.
Yeah. They're all in it. Anyway, so there's a sequel in the works apparently.
All right, I'd have a mixed bag about the reactions about it. I've not seen it yet.
I'll have my review in the next section.
Oh, excellent.
Which is starting as soon as I can find the ident. So what have you been watching?
Well, I have been watching National Treasure.
Ooh.
Not to be mistaken with the Nicolas Cage one.
Oh.
That's the Robbie Coltrane one.
Man.
Yeah.
The Robbie Coltrane one.
Yeah, he's one half of a beloved comedy duo.
National.
And National Treasure. And he basically gets accused of rape and stuff of raping women and
right, he's a national treasure. Right. I see, I understand it now. Yes, okay.
So he's getting accused of all these things, and it's his daughter's all messed up and stuff. And did he do it? Didn't he do it? Type thing.
James, come on, man! It's a great movie. It's a fantastic movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time ever. Top 10 Hall of Fame.
It's not the one I'm talking about. So yeah, it was only four parts. It's on Disney Plus here.
Oh, is it?
It's on Disney.
Okay.
Disney Plus. I've been trying to see it for a while because people kind of talked about it. It's not as great as I thought it was going to be, but it was okay. It was a good watch.
Yeah, look at that.
Julie Walters is in it as well. She's always good.
She is a national treasure.
Well, they both are. I would say, in real life. Percy's in it from Blackadder as well. He's this other half of the double act.
Tim McInnery.
Yes. Yeah. He was in something else that we watched recently as well.
I don't see it.
Can't think what it was. Anyway, so yeah, watch that. Watch the Russian version of Chernobyl 1986.
Okay.
Have you seen it? It's on Netflix, and it's basically their version of the events. But it's just a movie. It's about 2 hours long, kind of thing.
I'm assuming they win at the end.
Oh, it's basically how heroic everybody is, and not it kind of glazes over the fact about the actual disaster and how it happened. Yeah. It's all about the heroes and the there's a romance kind of thing in it and stuff. Totally glosses over the actual what happened and stuff, So not great, I would say. And We just watched the Commuter there with Liam Neeson.
Okay, that's on some streaming service somewhere.
It's on
Netflix.
Prime, but
Was it Prime?
It's on Prime, but it was on the TV actually. We watched it. It's a good film. It's quite Hitchcocky type thing.
Isn't that how Dial M for Murder starts? Two commuters.
Yeah, maybe.
I do your murder, and you do my murder, and no one can join the two together.
Dial M for Murder is where he wants his wife killed, is it not?
Yeah, and he gets a strange. Is it strange? No, is it Strangers on a Train?
I think of. Funnily enough, no.
Liam
Neeson's also got a film called Non-Stop, hasn't he? Which is but not a train thing as well. He's done a few cold movies, right? He's set in the cold, freezing cold. He's done a couple of train movies. So there you go.
It's not Dial M for Murder, it's Strangers on a Train. Why do I always get those two mixed up?
No idea.
That was a long way to go for that.
Oh. Okay. So how many episodes? Aye.
There are 5 episodes.
Well, fortunately for Sloan, this is joke. Fortunately for Sloan, there's only one movie, so he could watch this, and he'd be okay.
Yeah.
The only problem is it's a bit boring, and not really.
There's only
a lot of it's a bit, and there's not a lot about Chernobyl in it.
Yeah.
Funnily enough.
Pripyat?
Not as good. Not nearly as good.
Pripyat. That was the name of the town, wasn't it? Pripyat. Because Chernobyl's the plant. But the town's Pripyat.
Yeah. And obviously I watched the old Bad Batch.
Oh, aye. Did you watch any movies
Alien as well? We watched the Alien on Friday. The original
did you?
Alien.
The horror movie.
Still really stands up visually and stuff. The only bit I would say that doesn't stand up is when the chest busting scene when it scurries across the table. That bit's naff, but
there's a
great, still great.
That happens in Spaceballs as well.
Yeah, it does.
Oh no, not again.
Yeah, it does.
Does the baby?
Is it John Hurt that does it?
John, yeah.
Spaceballs. Aye.
Yeah, because they're all dressed in the jumpsuits, like the Nostromo crew. Yeah, the director's cut one episode off at the end.
Yeah.
Well, that the movies that made us, they did another season of that. Did you watch the Back to the Future one? What did you think?
I liked it. I knew a lot of it though. I knew Eric Stoltz stuff and things like that. But I like those ones. They're good. I watched that one, and I watched the Jurassic Park one, and I watched the Forrest Gump one.
Right. Okay.
So Jurassic Park one's very good as well.
So it's really the movies that the Amblin company gave us.
Are they all produced by Amblin?
I think so. I think they're all Amblin. Well, they're all related because Bob Zemeckis did 2 of them, and Steven Spielberg exec produced every single one of them.
Don't know if he did Forrest Gump though. Pretty sure he didn't do Forrest Gump.
He didn't exec produce it.
He's not in the credits or nothing. There's a female female that did it. But the Jurassic Park one's really good. It's Back to the Future one was good, but Jurassic Park one was good because it was a kind of rebel guy at a computer that had done some special effects for The Abyss and Terminator 2, right? Those kind of fluid effects type thing.
Yeah.
And so it was Phil Tippett from Star Wars and things like that was going to do it all stop motion. The stop motion stuff looked really good.
Yeah.
But
was it the Stan Winston shot?
Stan Winston as well. Yeah. And there was a bit of loggerheads about it because he got told it's impossible to do in computer. You can't do it. This guy's like, I'll show you.
I'll show you. Yeah.
Yeah. And he did it.
Fun fact about Stan Winston Studios, which is the special effects shop that, like, basically they took Ray Harryhausen stuff and brought it into the 21st century. That studio, they changed the name, and I can't remember what they changed it to, but the same core people, because obviously Stan Winston unfortunately passed away, they did Baby Yoda.
Well,
so the people who do Baby Yoda is basically like all the lineage goes all the way back to Gremlins and things like that, and well, that worked with ILM, so it's pretty cool. These guys are still kicking around. I watched the Back to the Future one. I also watched there's an attractions thing that's on Disney Plus, and it's like behind the scenes of them, which is produced by The Rock and his ex-wife Danny Garcia. I think the reason why they did it is here's the pitch: is hey, we'd like to. He's obviously looking for money, things to do. So he's like, hey, we're doing the Jungle Cruise movie. Well, yeah, we're doing the Jungle Cruise movie. Let's do a behind the scenes for Jungle Cruise. And so Disney's like, well, why don't you do all the attractions out there? So that's what they've done. They've done all the attractions for that. So they'll get that. They'll get Back to not Back to Future, Tower of Terror, and Pirates of the Caribbean, and all these kind of things. But what I did notice though was that it's the same style as the movies that made us. Like it's that kind of wait, what? And then all the kind of crazy kooky music in the background, and it starts to get grating after a while. I found I watched two of them back to back, and I'm like, I can't actually do any more than one, because halfway through I was like started flicking through my phone because I'm like it's that type music in the background. And I'm like, just gonna go to you.
All right, I watched the Star Tours one. Quite interesting.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I watched that. I think that was all I watched this week.
Yeah,
pretty much.
So I watched that. I watched Why Women Kill season 2, which is, I think it's the penultimate episode we watched. I think there's only one more left. Bad Batch, obviously. Rick and Morty I watched. Season's okay. It's not the best season. To be honest, I can't remember the last episode. I've still got one left. I've got last night's one to watch tonight.
I'm like that with the Bad Batch, this one.
Oh yeah. This one was
found it a bit enough.
We finished Friday Night Dinner, so that's all 6 seasons. We did it in like 3 months, I think it took us. Paul Ritter, obviously, who passed away, and he was the bad guy in Chernobyl. And so it's because it was sad. It was sad to like, that's it. They're not making any. Obviously, they're not making any more because he died. But it was just sad, the fact that they stopped the show.
I think they stopped it before that. Did they not? I don't think they stopped it before. The show had stopped a wee while ago, I think. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
It was only recently he died. I'll tell you what I didn't watch that was on Disney Plus, the Assembled thing, the making of Loki.
Oh, I watched that as well.
I've still to watch that. Is that any good?
Yeah. No. It felt like it was a companion piece. I mean, that's what it is. It's a companion piece to the program, but it felt like it was filling in blanks of the story that they missed. To me, it was like explaining the reasoning behind certain things.
Okay.
And I watched 2 movies as well this week. I watched Gunpowder Milkshake.
Yep. Oh yeah.
So you don't have to. And I watched Boss Level. So Gunpowder Milkshake is basically Karen Gillan is John Wick.
I've heard that. Yeah,
that's it. That is the entire pitch of the movie. Is in fact, it might actually be. Is it John Wick 3 where they all go against him?
Yes, it is. At the beginning,
Well,
he's the old man.
It's John Wick 3.
Yeah.
But with, I wouldn't say brighter colours, because John Wick 3 is quite bright as well. It's John Wick 3. That's it. They have like a secret society. They have like bits where you can get guns that are sort of in hidden sort of places, and It's just,
But I've heard the action isn't nearly as good though. It's a bit lame.
Yeah.
I'm still there. Good.
Yeah, I'm still here. It's. Sorry, I'm going to say it because I can't type it. I'm trying to keep up the comments as well, and they're just like flying by me. The actions. It would be easy for me to get bored and just not watch it, but I kept plowing through because Anime wanted to watch it, and I'm like, well, I want to get to the end of this movie, because I've done that a couple of times with movies now, where I've started it, we've both started it, and we've both gone like, I'm not really that invested in it, and we've just given it up. And I'm like, no, I'm going to keep going with this one, and I wish I hadn't. But it's not that great a movie. It really isn't, and I'm surprised they're thinking about making a sequel, to be honest. But it's on Netflix, and Netflix is struggling for content as well as hemorrhaging cash, so they need to.
But then you told me that about the Tomorrow War thing, and then I watched it and liked it. So I'm gonna have to go and watch this.
Then you're gonna have to go and watch it, yeah. The Tomorrow War's not good though.
I liked it. I disagree.
There's a lot of problems I have with it.
No, I thought it was a good.
Do you have a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. And I watched Boss Level, which arguably is the exact same movie as Gunpowder Milkshake. It's basically it's live, die, repeat. So this guy wakes up and there's a guy with a machete trying to cut his head off, and he goes through the stories. It's Frank Grillo, who's for all y'all who want a reference, he was in one of the Purge movies, and he's also the guy in the elevator that says "Hail Hydra." He's in fact he's like Stormfront or something he's called. I can't remember the guy's name. It's not Stormfront. Somebody tell me in the comments. The guy that he becomes a bad guy in the movie after Civil War, or whatever movie it is that he's in, the elevator scene. So he plays the protagonist.
That's Captain America.
Yeah.
Second Captain America one.
Yeah. Winter Soldier. That's the one.
Winter Soldier. Bloody hell.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one. So he's in that one. So he basically he dies, and so he loses. He resets to that point in time where the guy's trying to kill him with a machete every morning, and so he has to try and figure out how to get out of this loop. And so he keeps dying, and it's very bloody and the usual thing.
A lot of these Groundhog Day type.
There is, and they're all built to like a formula. What makes this movie better than Gunpowder Milkshake is Mel Gibson.
Oh, right, okay. I know this movie now.
Mel Gibson's in it, and he plays the baddie, and he is phenomenally good at playing the baddie. Like, he's just evil, but it's not in the how do I portray the Jedi as being evil? It's in his actions and how he says things, and it's not necessarily like he does this like parable thing when he's talking to somebody about it, and it's completely off topic. But the way that he's leaning in and the way that he's telling the story is like, I don't like this guy. Like he makes you feel uncomfortable, and it is just such a great performance. The guy's, whatever you think of the guy, and I know he's got some problems, he's a phenomenally good actor. Like, he's really good in this.
What platform did you watch this on?
My television.
All right. You don't remember?
It was Prime Video.
Was it?
Yep.
Oh, as in part of Prime, or
Yeah, as in Prime. Yeah, as in I'm not paying for it. Well, I'm paying for it, but
right,
I'm not. It's not an extra. It's not an upcharge.
It's included. Okay.
I think that's the guy. Crossbones.
Hello, James.
Hello, James, as well. Yeah. Also, James mentioned this earlier on. Yes, he is.
He is. I'm sure we've spoke about that before. The fact
Heidi said she's a Back to the Future fan. Yes.
Hi, Heidi.
Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with conversations that are going on here while still talking. So yeah, I 100% recommend Boss Level. It's that Groundhog Live Die Repeat thing, but they've done it really well. Maybe not as good as Live Die Repeat itself, or Edge of Tomorrow, I think it's called in the UK.
Edge of Tomorrow.
That's probably the peak of it. But
okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's it. That was all I watched. Have you got any movies planned for next Friday yourself?
I think we do actually. Funnily enough, Groundhog Day was getting touted about as an idea for a movie to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Matrix sequel is going to be getting watched. I've never seen it. So.
There's what was I watching?
Two sequels, and there's a new one coming out, isn't there? Matrix.
Yeah, there's been parallels drawn between the Matrix and the Loki series.
Right.
Because there's a bit where he mentions he's the architect, which of course people go, architect. Okay, I mean, there's an architect in something about Mary. Maybe it's related to something about Mary, but people just jump on that. Who played the architect in Something About Mary?
Matt Dillon.
No, he didn't.
Ben Stiller.
No.
I know. It was Lee Evans.
It was Lee Evans. Ding, ding, ding. Correct.
Third time lucky.
Third time's a charm. Played the guy with the crutches.
That's right.
Who didn't actually have crutches, and he was actually just a pizza guy. Sorry if you haven't seen a 20-year-old movie. I've just spoiled it for you.
He's retired now. Do you know that?
Brett Favre's isn't in that as well.
He's retired from stand-up.
Is he?
Lee Evans. Yep.
Does he still act, or?
No, I think he's just
retired. He's done. That's it. I'm out.
Sorry.
Done a Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
Apparently he's coming back though, Rick.
Was he not on? He did a thing with Ryan Reynolds, did he not?
Yes, he did. He did a Mint commercial, I think it was, with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. Yes. Aye. Yeah. So maybe that's what we're going to see. Those
are funny. I like Ryan Reynolds commercials.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen the one? Have you seen the one where the devil? It's for Match.com, I think, and it's where the devil meets 2020.
No.
So the devil goes on a date with the year 2020, and they hit it off like a house on fire.
Oh, okay.
It's good.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Shall we take a break before we go on to the Bad Batch?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Okay. Well, we'll close off the segment by doing doing the outro. So I'm just going to say thank you very much for everyone for listening. If you're listening to this in the podcast, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit subscribe and the notification bell, because that really does help the channel out, as well as if you want to smash the old like button and share. Don't forget to comment as well. That also helps, because it's all to do with algorithms now. The algorithms, they move you up.
He's the guy that owns YouTube algorithm.
Algorithms, yeah. He's the guy that came up with the name Google.
Alfred Gorism.
Yes.
4 of them.
And do you have anything else you want to talk about, bring up, say anything?
No, not yet.
Okay, then. Right. Well, we're going to sign off for about 5 minutes for those of you watching live, and we're going to come back and we're going to watch The Bad Batch. So we will see you then. Bye-bye.
Yes.
and I'm going to unmute myself this time so that people can hear me.
Yep, good idea.
It's a better idea. Welcome back, everyone. My name's Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly.
Jody's wearing a Star Wars t-shirt. I'm not. Master Skywalker. Ooh.
Yeah, that's
3PO.
The gruesome twosome.
It is the gruesome twosome. James, I actually really like that countdown music as well. Kind of gets you
Gets you going.
Yeah, it does. So Bad Batch episode 13. This is the penultimate episode. And it was a bit of a to me.
Me too.
I don't know. I'm finding that some of these Disney they don't really make sense sometimes. Like the penultimate episode should be leading up to something, I think, and this one didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I kind of half expected Crosshair to be in this one and like lead on to like a bigger story.
I think we're talking multiple seasons of this, though, aren't we?
Oh no, I mean 100%. They're going to do a season 2 of this for sure.
Mm-hmm. But I hope they bookend the first episode with the last episode, as in what happened to Kanan, young Kanan.
Oh, do you think he's going to come back?
Or do you think that's that was just a thing? Do you
think? Your castanets are clicking away, by the way.
Oh, sorry. What's this? Is this? A bit.
A little bit, yeah.
I'll just not move.
Okay, don't move. Stay there. Yeah, they've already had 2 people from Rebels in it, haven't they? They've had Kanan, and they've also had what's her face, the Hera, the Twilight girl. Yeah.
As young versions of themselves.
And Chopper, obviously.
Chopper.
Well, Chopper hasn't changed. He never ages. I bet there's a really ugly picture of that robot somewhere. So,
with braces.
Maybe it's an actual grill.
Aye. Been modified.
Yeah.
Right. Let's just
get into the episode.
You better describe how we do it.
That's true. Yeah. So if you want to play along, what you want to do is you want to go to season 1, episode 13, Infested of the Bad Batch. Start the episode, move the playhead all to zeros. We're going to do a countdown, and then we go on go. So 3, 2, 1, go. Never skip the intro, because we always like that drums thing. So are you ready?
I'm ready. James, oh no, he's not there.
He's not here. James, in the comments, are you ready?
Are you ready? Yeah.
All right, I like the episode better, but I've been feeling it is the same every week. Yeah, it's a bit video gamey. Anyway, should we start?
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, it does feel a bit. Yeah. Here's the mission.
Yeah, but I think the last few episodes have been solid. You know.
James is ready.
I felt this one. We've kind of seen this type of thing before. This episode.
Yeah.
Which I don't. I want to see something new. You know.
Yeah, this one felt the most contrived, I think, out of them.
Yeah.
It was like, I want to get some spice. Where is it? Oh, it's over here, but we need to go through this nest of gun darks or whatever they are. I don't know what they are.
I think, like you said as well, James like you said, at this stage in the season, you should not have a filler episode as the penultimate.
No, as the penultimate episode is because there's 14 episodes, right? I think in this season. So this is it.
Yeah.
And this should lead on to the payoff at the end where it's and then they introduce the Mandalorian or something. Baby Yoda. As James said in the last episode of this, all the establishing shots are ships flying into a spaceport.
It's been the same opening scene for the last 3 or 4 episodes as well, isn't
They
it?
walk into the pub.
Disney Castle, and then they walk into the pub.
Yeah, it's almost like a shot for shot of Still Game. They show the towers, and then walk into the Klansmen.
You're right. This is highly influenced by the Still Game.
Still Game.
Scottish
Still Game's part.
TV series.
Yeah,
you're right.
And that's Bobby.
That's Bobby, aye.
Bobby the barman.
Mm-hmm. Is he the young version of the guy that's in the Cantina band? Not the Cantina band, but in the Cantina scene when he kind of goes like that. The big horns, he's like that.
Oh yeah, that guy. I think he's the same race. Yeah,
mm-hmm. That's not the same guy.
It's not the same guy. Yeah, that'd be too obvious. I actually thought. I don't know. I didn't really like this guy because all I could think of is Lorne from Angel. Green skin, horns, sit in a bar. You never watched Angel?
No. Is that a Buffy
spin-off? TV doing in the 90s? Yeah, it was, yeah.
No, I never saw it.
That's such a pantomime move where she runs ahead and does that.
I know.
They really should lock that door.
See when you if you listen to this without the visuals, it sounds so bad. It sounds really bad.
Yeah. There's a podcast I listen to, and that's their argument or their conceit is if you listen to a line of dialogue without the visuals, you can tell if it's good or not just based on how they deliver it. And they do quite a lot of. Well, they used to do quite a lot of ones from CSI. It's terrible. The dialogue is so bad.
It's the delivery as well, though. With this,
Yeah.
If you.
Rhea Perlman, like, it doesn't believe in it. Like, she's not selling lines about hyperspace to me. Like that. It's just, you tell them, Tiny.
Yeah. But then it's been like that all the way through. The oral notes.
Oral notes, no.
Redubs. No. Oh, is that when they overdub the Nemodians with at the beginning of Phantom Menace with a foreign their own language instead of they're talking English? Is that what you mean, James?
Next comment with this horns guy. Oral notes. I didn't even see that.
Because that makes a huge difference to that movie, the Phantom Edit. It's called. Great. Somebody also did an edit of Last Jedi, which really edited out the stupid humour at the beginning thing. And the lightsaber over the shoulder scene.
So they use super speed? Yeah, super speed. So that's the thing they're going to use from now on? Nope, never use it again. Oh, okay.
Aye. Yeah, exactly.
If only they had a way to do... Oh. If only had a way to get to Qui-Gon before Darth Maul... Oh.
Excellent. Stop stealing from other people's YouTube channels.
Sorry. I know we'll get a copyright strike against...
against them, aye.
Against... Sorry. We'll get it.
Yeah.
This was a bit Indiana Jones, this bit.
They've gone a bit Temple of Doom, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Short round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the things that are flying about, are those the things that make the Death Star? Is that what they are? Or
the Geonosians?
Aye.
No, there's something else.
Is it the things in Empire Strikes Back that
the Gundark things? No,
No, they're
I
not
think they're just
Gundarks, are they?
different. No, they're not. Gundarks are the big things. What the hell are they? Yeah, the flying things in the.
Oh God! Somebody help us out. Two old men can't think it. The Gundark is a comment that
handmaids.
Han Solo says to Luke. You look as if you could wrestle the arms off a Gundark.
Yeah, and they're big
Empire
kind of
Strikes
like
Back.
creatures because you see them in the Clone Wars, I think.
Oh, do you?
Two men struggle to remember Star Wars references.
Oh God, where are you, James? Where are you when you need you? So no?
Mm-hmm. Say that again.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, The Mandalorian did an episode like this with the spiders, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And that was better done.
Oh, totally, much better done.
Like, it was a better setup, the whole thing with the eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was better done.
Yeah, it was better done, definitely. Also, halfway through the episode, I thought, right, that must be it finished, and it still had about 15 minutes to go. I was like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a long episode, this one.
Pacing's bad.
Yeah. There's a parody where the Jedi are drug-addled party animals and the Death Star's an entertainment venue. Okay.
Right, okay. Sounds good. Take a note of that.
Yeah, I did.
Good. Message it to me because, you know, I'm like, I'll forget.
I've added it to my wish list.
All right. Cool.
Or not wish list, watch list.
Mm-hmm. So uncute, that thing.
Oh, he's okay. He's got a little kind of Elvis quiff thing going on.
A nub in his head.
Yeah. Cuts him in half.
Splat? I thought it was him splatted. Well,
I know. That's what I thought as well.
Caught him in a box.
These two guys.
Kind of the Hammerhead characters are quite comedic, aren't they?
Yeah.
Goofy looking.
So they've got an animatronic of one of these guys in Galaxy's Edge, and he looks amazing. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like a collector guy or like a junk dealer, and he's behind the counter, behind this kind of cage counter thing, like a pawnbroker type thing. And he's always on the phone and telling people that he needs to buy this and sell that and all that kind of stuff. But it's really good.
See, at this moment, James would go.
I know, rolling his eyes.
Tell you off. He'd be telling you off.
Folding his arms.
For dropping the Galaxy Edge thing again.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that, though.
Good.
Who's Fate?
Who's Fate? Oh,
these two guys.
These guys.
The Mummy.
Yeah, these two guys are the same as those two guys in Fast and Furious movies. You know, they stopped with them in Fast 6, I think it was. Yeah, Hammerhead and the other one. Yeah.
Yeah. Mummy.
Yeah, you don't really see what happens to them at the end, do you? Well, apparently you get killed.
Blofeld or something, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's... Drops it like a hot potato there.
I know.
He's like, oh, could you come? When he realises his spice is away.
Anyone in the know calls it melange. Well, in June it's called that anyway.
Yeah, fancy. Oh well, this isn't June though. This is Star Wars.
Yeah.
Just in case you were that confused.
Spice Mine's a castle.
That's right. Even though this isn't Kessel.
No.
That's not the Kessel Run, by the way.
No, it's not.
No. I can do the Kessel. This isn't the. That could be the Kessel Run ride at Disney.
Galaxy's Edge.
That Galaxy's Edge, aye. The Kessel Run. Magic.
Laser Brain. Is that not what Leia calls Han at one point? Laser Brain.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah. Short round as well.
That? Why does she even ask that when she knows that there's those beasties?
I don't know.
What's that sound?
Oh, now we pair up. Why didn't we use the engines before?
Exactly.
They also seem to be quieter than hand cranks as well. They're quite strong, these beasties.
Very strong. Crikey.
There you go. Why would they go for the spice?
I don't know. What is spice?
It's a drug. I mean, it's in June. It's the thing that makes. Oh, in Star Wars.
Is it fuel? Is it drugs?
Recreational drug.
Spice. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that true? Because you'll get letters.
All right, I'll look it up. Spice Star Wars. Okay, this is from Wikipedia.
Okay, go for it.
So I'll share my screen.
Right.
So it says spice was the name for a type of illicit substance or substances in demand throughout the galaxy. It was mined in the spice mines of Kessel, where Wookiee slaves, blah, 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 blah. The word spice could also refer to certain non-narcotic substances. In other words, it is a narcotic used to give food or drinks flavor, such as salt. The Pike Syndicate used raw spice to create a powerful drug that Supreme Chancellor and Jedi Master Cypher Dyas had to investigate. So there you go. It is a drug. You learned it here first.
Well done.
Thank you. I looked it up when I watched this episode on Friday. That's why.
Oh, you did you?
Yeah, I did, yeah. Yeah, from you, Alexa.
Bit of glad I asked then.
Stop.
You think
Not
this is
you.
scripted?
Alexa. You think this is a Top Gear episode?
Creepy.
Yeah.
Could have blowholes in that.
Remember, there's always a bigger fish.
Yeah. See that to me, that's the end of that episode.
Yeah.
Well, apart from those guys, those kind of creepy guys coming in at the end. They got away.
Don't tell him your name, Pike. Pike, you will also
Yes.
go on the list.
There's never a good time for a Dad's Army joke, but you just took the biscuit there. They don't like it up them.
We're doomed.
Fair cop.
The shoot said.
That crowd, that group,
Mhm.
the kind of bad guys there,
Yeah.
look a wee bit.
Kaminoan.
Is that no? They look a bit. Oh God, Enfys Nestish.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Aye, they look a bit like that, but that's obviously a helmet. But looks as if they've tried to
emulate it.
To emulate that, you know.
Yeah. There's a kind of stormtrooper type thing on there as well.
Aye, wee bit. Aye. Mm-hmm.
And also those glasses there. That's very similar to the ones that they have in Rise of Skywalker, with the ex stormtroopers. They wear helmets like that. They have glasses like that.
You're right. It's amazing how I can reference something you just go like that.
You mean this?
If you could reference a bottle of Rubicon, I could. You know.
What's Rubicon?
I'm glad you asked that, Sloan. Rubicon.
We're not sponsored.
Sparkling mineral water.
Okay, with a hint of apple juice. What is it? What's in there? Ribena.
Black cherry and raspberry.
Okay. Delicious. I'm drinking water for drinking.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I'm also trying to finish off my coffee as well that I had earlier on, because I've got one of these little puppies, which is very nice.
What the hell's that? It's the toilet into?
No, it's you put your ground coffee in here. There's a filter that goes on top of it, and then you pour hot water in there. It filters the coffee. You get rid of that bit. You put the stopper on it, and then you've got like a big pot of coffee.
Oh, right, okay.
Which I've got a wee bit at the bottom now, which is cool.
Thank God for that. Thank God your pee doesn't look like that.
I know.
Anyway, so here we are. We're back in the room.
Back in the room.
Duran Duran.
Barbarella reference.
Barbarella.
Mm-hmm. Durant. Meanwhile, Omega's like, get it off me, get it off me, get it off me.
I know. It looks a bit like a parrot, actually.
Yeah. I still like the Thunderbird style movement they've got.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice.
I think the boxes have. They probably have some sort of, probably really heavy, but they've got some mechanism in them to make them lighter, so you can lift them like that.
Yeah.
Not mechanism, but something floaty.
Yeah. Anti-gravity.
Aye. Who's she? How's she getting on?
She's fine. She's fine.
How's Uncle Gravity?
Uncle Gravity, he's okay as well.
Good.
Uh-oh. Well, that's going to annoy the non-gun darks.
Oh, for God's sake, not again.
That's what they're called.
Just as they get back to sleep.
I know. I'm on the night shift.
Right, that's it.
Oh,
I can't believe this, Mavis.
My man's trying to sleep.
Get my wings on.
Night shift.
Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, that should do it.
Yeah, that'll do it.
If in doubt, drop in an explosive and murder them all. Whole colony gone.
Just try to live their life. In fact, they weren't even bothering anyone. It was they were the ones that kept dropping things in their heads.
Exactly. I'm okay.
They are the Bad Batch.
Annihilated a peaceful colony of whatever they were.
Yeah. Probably not a good idea to put your logo on the side of drugs, I would have thought, in case the Imperials get a hold of you.
Probably not.
Yeah. Unless, of course, they turn a blind eye to that kind of stuff and join in with them.
I was going to cut his horns off.
Isa Durant.
Isa.
This is a reference to Still Game.
To Still Game?
Yeah.
That'd be funny if that was true.
That would be. Yeah, it turns out Dave Filoni's like a huge, big Still Game fan. That must have hurt, though.
I thought it was just a tip.
It's significantly more.
It'll grow back.
Okay. No. He just walks it off.
Yeah.
Would you not, if it was that of a minor inconvenience to him, would you not have taken his hand off?
Yeah. Would you even it up and cut the other one off? Do you think? Would it bug you if you were kind of?
I think it would bug me. Yeah.
Yeah. It depends how sore it would be.
Having said that, though, you wouldn't do that if he'd cut his hand off. You wouldn't go, "Oh, I need to even this up."
Well, this looks daft, so
Can somebody just even this up a little bit?
Yeah. Can you just chop my other one off?
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Well, the actual runtime of that episode was 24 minutes, not 28 minutes, which is what the
a relief
was.
Yeah, it was a bit meh, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
So, is the last episode going to be a long one, or is it just the normal one?
Normal length.
Aye,
I think. My guess is Tim Cook's going to appear. No, they're going to have to go back to Camino. So, okay, at the very start of it, where they first meet Omega, and Hunter sits her down at the console and says, "You're never gonna have to go back to Camino ever again." That's a signal that you have to go back to Camino at the end of this season. So they're gonna have to go back to Camino for some reason. They're gonna have to go there, try and rescue Cross Eyes, but only when the script wants him to be Cross Patch. Otherwise, he's the best guy in the world. And
he'll redeem himself at the end,
and then get killed. Yeah, because I don't think they can have him back now. Like, he can't be part of the And it's not like they're killing. It's not like they're getting rid of the actor that plays him. He's playing everybody else.
I know.
So it's no skin off his nose. It's good. I've got one less guy to play. So I think they're going to kill off Crosshair, but I think it might be in a kind of sacrifice. He did the right thing in the end, kind of thing.
We don't need to watch it then.
Sorry,
we've sorted it.
Well, we'll find out on Friday.
Yeah,
when it's the last episode. However, the next episode is called War Mantle.
Funny name.
That is a funny name.
It's a funny name.
War Mantle. Does it mean anything? War Mantle. Project War Mantle. Oh, War Mantle is... hello. 1 sec. 1 moment, please. Ignore the Fiverr advert. Also known as War Mantle was an initiative the Galactic Empire enacted soon after its founding that sought out to fill out the ranks of the burgeoning Imperial armor with conscripted human soldiers.
Oh, right. There you go.
Oh, okay. Oh. First mentioned in Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
So this is the changeover from clones to
okay.
To humans.
Yeah. Humans, yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
Cool. Well, okay. I think that pretty much does it for us. It's 6:30 where I am, and my tea's it, as they say. And your bed's getting ready. You get a wee hot water bottle.
That's right. Yep.
Ready. Well, cold water bottle because it's cold. It's warm there.
Yeah.
Is it?
Window open. Billowing.
Tap staff.
All that. Yep.
You don't have AC. I'm sitting here and I'm perfectly happy. In fact, it's a bit chilly. Might put a jumper on. It's 28 degrees here. So for all y'all who want a reference. Anyway, if you like this, and who didn't like this, don't forget to hit the old subscribe and notification bell, and you'll be given timely reminders of when we put up a new video. And if you did like this, smash that like button, smash it. And share, comment below as well, because that really does help the channel. It boosts us up in the algos and really does help. And we do appreciate it. And it costs you precisely nothing, free. It's just a little bit of time, and you'll help us out immensely. So we would really appreciate that. But that's about all. That's all from him. That's all from me. And we'll catch you in the next episode, which will be next Monday. So we'll see you
Sunday. Then. Oh, no, Monday. Sorry,
Monday for this one. Yeah, we record the podcast on Sunday, but yeah, Monday. We'll see you Monday.